citizenship. We have developed women who have demonstrated their active presence in their local communities, at conferences, forums, and consultations. Through our members, immigrant and refugee issues have been brought to public arena. Through our members, we engage politically with governments and non-government organizations.
I think the best part of the coalition is when it's working on a campaign, and I think that any campaign that they've taken on with enormous passion, and so that's what I think that is one of the main reasons why the Victorian Immigrant and Refugee Women's Coalition has been around for so long.
The most memorable example of our solidarity work was the post-September 11 rally we held on the steps of the Parliament House in Victoria to show the groundswell of support and sympathy that we have for our Muslim sisters. They told the coalition of their experiences of increased racism after the New York bombings. We support many other issues that affect migrant and refugee women, both here and overseas. We have spoken at rallies where the voices of migrant and refugee women were needed. We have assisted community women who needed their voices heard on issues that affect their health and well-being, such as the Fair Go for You Women's Campaign Group. The women in the northern region, particularly those in Hume, have been critical of the Royal Women's Hospital decision to only accept high-risk pregnant women and refer the rest to their local hospitals. In 2005, we helped ABC journalists find the Filipinos in Brisbane who met with Vivian Solon before she was deported to the Philippines. We added our voices to the public indignation that dominated the country over Dimia's mishandling of the Vivian Solon and Cornelia Rao cases at a forum we organized in August that year.
I would like government departments to recognize the value of women's organizations and the value of advocacy and empowerment. And I know funding is limited and we cannot support everything and everybody, but at the same time, to think that a women and immigrant refugee organization cannot get funding to cover its administrative costs is something that we need to think about and reconsider.
Members of the Immigrant and Refugee Women's Coalition, you'd have to say you must be impressed that you're still alive and kicking after 10 years. And to the members who are supporters and donors and patrons, I think it's a time for reflection and say, can we not find a way to better endow the coalition so that it continues for another 10 years and more, doing its great work without being quite so much of a struggle to scrounge around and find the money through applications for grants.
This organisation is doing wonderful things. They're getting very patchy funding. I would love them to have a proper, decent size office that is worthy of their status, because I think their status is excellent.
I know that we are here, we're hearing all our sisters, a lot of good stories and a lot of bad stories, and I wish that, this is my wish, we all the sisters, we are united, together we go. The strength of our spirit with love will keep us together and for here and eternity. I love you, sisters. Happy birthday.
We are thankful to many women who have been part of the Women's Coalition from its beginnings up to the present. We look to the next 10 years with pride, passion, and determination to maximize the possibilities open to us to become a sustainable women's organization that independently represents the interests of the migrant and refugee women of Victoria.
Happy 10th birthday, Women's Coalition. Congratulations on the work you've done, and in the future I look forward to assisting you building to a sustainable, well-financed and very effective organisation in partnership with government, business and community.
Happy birthday to the Coalition, a well-deserved birthday, and congratulations on making it this long. You've got a bright future if your wishes can be granted. My birthday wish for the Coalition is that you find at least 2 corporate sponsors, 3 philanthropic trusts that will work with you in partnership over the long term, and individuals that will pledge their support over the long term.
Happy birthday for Women Coalition, all women, and I wish best for Women Coalition all the time, best for them. And in another 10 years, I wish they continue the same, like people like now are still on, like now they interview me and they continue to help other women. I know Women Coalition would do that.
Well, I wish them an active and prosperous future. I wish them all the very best to bring about a better understanding on the plight of migrant and refugee women in Victoria. I want them to champion their causes and bring to government, however difficult it might be, all the issues that confront our women out there in the community. I wish them well for their birthday, and may they have many happy birthdays in the future.
My beloved sisters and friends, my extended gender family, I wish you, first I want to congratulate you for sustaining your identity and broadening your work and embracing so much. I also want to say that I wish you to exist much more comfortably and much more stably in the future, so that I'm wishing for you that you will be able to generate the kind of support that makes you sustainable. And I want to also say, let us not forget the individuals and the collective power and love and compassion and commitment and work that has been put into this, and let's celebrate it, and let's say bravo, happy birthday, all happiness and success and good health to the organization and the individuals within it. From me